All right, so I'm going to walk through a couple of things. You guys follow along with these files. These are all in week 10. Um, this is the demo file. Those of you who are clever are like, Brad, that's not how you spell demo. You're right. Um, so what we want to do here is correct this terrible typing mistake that I have made. And once we've got that, let's go ahead and make it center aligned. There, that's better. And then there is a sample file where I guess it's not center aligned. Okay, fine. Where there are some pieces taken out of it. So all we need to do for this, so we've got this, we made it spell demo properly, and now we want to go in and erase some holes out of it. We can grab our eraser tool, right? But it's still vector, so we can't do anything about it. I'm going to go over here to my layer and control click on the demo layer, rasterize type. You could also have just clicked on it with your eraser and then answered yes to that pop-up. That eraser that I seem to be using was bigger and fuzzier, so I'll make it larger in size and softer in hardness. And then let's go through here and make some holes. Magical! Cool. So that's the first thing, right? So take the demo, rasterize it, erase some holes out of it. First part of the exercise. So go ahead, take some time, pause this, go do that. Don't save. You should save. I'm not saving. Second thing we're going to do, let's look a little bit at stuff we can do when, excuse me, that is interesting and does not require rasterizing our text. So here we have the word skyline. You may recognize this from the handout. Again, I'm just pulling these out of the week 10 sample files. There is another image here. This is a skyline pixel image in that folder. I'm just going to open it up, select all, copy. Now I can copy this and drop it into our skyline layer. I guess I could do the other way around too, but okay, so pasted it in there, right? We can see if I go to layers that we have a skyline text layer. Underneath that, we have layer 1 that is the graphic. I want to scale that graphic down. I'm going to do that by going to the graphic layer, hit Command T for free transform, Shift, and make it a little bit smaller. Okay. And hit return to confirm it. All right, so now I've got this graphic sitting here underneath my skyline layer. Make it a little bit bigger, sorry. Well, no, I guess that's fine. One of the things that we can do that's kind of fun is we can make a clipping mask using the type, or any shape layer really, using the type as a mask. So if I go over here, option, right, I get that funny little cursor, click. All right, that doesn't do anything. Why not? Well, it doesn't do anything because I've said, okay, I've clipped skyline to my picture, right? Meaning that, okay, skyline can only show up where my picture is. That means that if I drag skyline off stage or whatever, it's going to just stop existing where that picture is. Well, that's not very interesting at all. Instead, what I would like to do is I would like to do the opposite. I'm going to drag the picture on top, hold down Option, click, and now, right, it's saying this picture can only show up wherever that text is. So if I move my text around, make sure I'm actually on the text layer. Right now I'm having an issue where I'm grabbing it and it is moving the image because I've got auto select layer on. There we go. Now I can move my skyline around a little bit. I can also go onto this type layer, hit transform, Command T, free transform, and I can stretch. That text. Move it around a little bit again. And the thing that's interesting about all of this is that that text is still live. So I can go in and change how I spell things. I can put in a whole new piece of text. I could change the font if I wanted to. And that actually works a little bit better. As I'm doing that, that text stays a piece of vector-based art, doesn't change, not pixels. I can't erase it or whatever, but it means that I can scale it up or down as much as I want. And while the image behind it, right, might get pixelated, the edges of that mask will be perfectly smooth and crisp. So that's the first thing we can do, right? In, and out. So go ahead and take a piece of time with that, right? Take those two files and use Skylines as a clipping mask with that picture layer above it.